Last week, EURJPY, GBPJPY, Nikkei, Dow Jones and gold reached their convergence points. Congratulations to those who were able to secure profits. Now, let's take a look at the financial market outlook for the week of April 6th through 10th, 2026. How will the markets move this week? Let's take a closer look. This week's theme is the Iran war nears its end, but the fight against terror is just beginning. The Iran war is now entering its final phase, however the real battle may only be beginning. This is no longer a war between nations, it is a fight against terror. Before we begin, a quick note on the model. This forecast uses 200 weeks of global market data and AI-assisted statistical analysis. It does not predict geopolitics, only where prices tend to converge over time. Based on these statistical dynamics, here are the projected convergence levels for this week. USD JPY is 158 yen and 79 sen. EUR JPY is 183 yen and 78 sen. AUD JPY is 109 yen and 79 sen. GBP JPY is 210 yen and 67 sen. The Nikkei 225 is 51,382 yen. The Dow Jones is $46,944. 10-year JGB yield is 2.24%. Gold is $4,708. These are statistical convergence zones, not directional forecasts. It has been 5 weeks since the United States and Israel began their attacks on Iran. This channel initially projected that the war would end in about 5 weeks. However, last week, President Trump stated that it would take about 2 more weeks for the war to conclude. Based on this, we now expect the war to end in roughly 2 more weeks. At present, Iran's Revolutionary Guard is attempting to prolong the war by leveraging the blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. However, in reality, it is already approaching its end. The United States has designated the Revolutionary Guard as a terrorist organization, and is expected to carry out intensive attacks over the next 2 weeks, aiming to destroy it completely before reaching a ceasefire with moderate factions within Iran. If it is seized by amphibious assault ships, Iran's oil exports would effectively be shut down. This could become the decisive blow that cuts off the Revolutionary Guard's financial lifeline. After a ceasefire, the situation will shift dramatically. Gulf nations, along with the G7, are expected to unite under the banner of the fight against terror. Meanwhile, a Japanese self-defense forces base has already been established on the Gulf of Aden side, near the entrance to the Red Sea. This base plays a critical role not only in counter-piracy operations, but also as a hub for emergency evacuation of Japanese nationals. At the same time, financial markets are beginning to price in rising tensions. WTI crude oil has already climbed into the $111 range. Japan's stock market is expected to open the week around the 52,000 level. However, due to the weakening of Iran's counterattack capabilities, a significant downside appears unlikely. Caution is also needed in the currency markets. As USD JPY approaches the 160 level, concerns over potential intervention are increasing. As a result, upside momentum is likely to remain limited, with markets staying highly sensitive and volatile. Please note that the market outlook presented here is estimated using a stable convergence model based on statistical analysis. We accept no responsibility for any investment results derived from this forecast. That concludes this week's Global Financial Market Weekly Outlook. Thank you very much for watching until the end.